In the heart of Southeast Asia, where ancient tradition collides with a vibrant modern pulse, a city hides an architectural secret so strange, so resilient, it defies the very laws of urban planning. Forget the towering glass and steel. This is Hanoi, Vietnam, and its story is told not in skyscrapers, but in tunnel houses, dwellings so thin they seem to stretch to infinity. Step inside a world where a 5-meter facade can hide a life 60 meters deep. These extraordinary homes, ribbons of brick and mortar, aren't just narrow. They are architectural solutions carved from centuries of fierce commerce, survival, and clever tax evasion. To trace their genesis, we must journey back to a time when Hanoi, then known as Thang Long, was a bustling trade hub. Land with street frontage was gold, and property taxes were brutally simple, levied only on the width of your facade. So what did ingenious Vietnamese merchants do? They didn't retreat, they adapted. They minimized taxable frontage while maximizing depth, constructing properties exceedingly narrow at the front, yet stretching backward like elongated organisms of brick and wood. This wasn't just building a home, it was a brilliant, rebellious strategy etched into the cityscape. The tunnel house was born, a monument to economic wit and cultural resilience. But how could a family truly thrive when their home was narrower than a bowling alley? Step into the legendary 36 streets of Hanoi's Old Quarter, and you are surrounded by these artifacts. Each street still bears the name of goods once traded: silk, copper, bamboo, echoes of a mercantile past. To an outsider, these slender facades seem modest, fragile. But crossing the threshold is like slipping into another dimension. The narrow entrance gives way to astonishing depth, rooms unfolding like chapters in a story that never ends. At the front, always the shop, the buzzing epicenter where motorbikes line up, goods are displayed, and transactions hum from dawn until late night. Here the line between street and home vanishes. Commerce flows directly into the household. Behind the shop, the home extends further and further, dividing itself into zones, each with its own rhythm of life. Beyond the commercial buzz, the house opens into living spaces, a sitting room, then a kitchen, then sleeping quarters. Light and air, precious luxuries in such narrow dimensions, are carved out through ingenious courtyards and shafts that pierce multiple floors. These light wells create miniature ecosystems inside. Birds flutter overhead, breezes slip through, and beams of sun transform corridors into unexpectedly vibrant spaces. What should feel confining instead feels layered, alive, endlessly adaptive. And adaptation is the soul of the tunnel house. Families have learned not just to live but to thrive inside these structures. Grandparents often occupy the lower levels, closest to the street where life beats strongest. Above them, generations rise like floors: children, parents, cousins, sometimes 10 or more under the same roof. As families expand, so too does the house. Floors stack higher, narrow staircases spiral upward, and history is written vertically. These homes are not static. They are living, breathing family trees, but the tunnel house is not invincible. Modernization presses in from all sides. The city craves larger, uniform apartments. Regulations tighten. The cost of maintaining fragile structures grows heavier each year, and yet the tunnel house endures. Residents cling fiercely to what these spaces represent. Not just property, but lineage, identity, survival. To them, a tunnel house is more than a building. It is a container of memory, a bridge from ancestors to descendants. Walk through these houses and you feel the intimacy of a culture where private and public lives intertwine. The street becomes the living room. The living room bleeds into the shop. Families cook while traffic roars outside. A neighbor's laughter echoes through a shared courtyard. Privacy bends, but community thrives. This blurring of boundaries is not chaos, it is Hanoi's rhythm. A rhythm that has pulsed for centuries, and yet the question lingers: how long can this rhythm last? Will modernization swallow the tunnel house whole, erasing it in the pursuit of comfort? Or will the people of Hanoi preserve this architectural legacy, continuing to adapt as they always have? The tunnel house is a lesson carved in brick and wood, a reminder that when space is limited, human ingenuity is limitless. These ultra-thin tubes hold centuries of untold stories. They are narrow gateways into the past, but also dynamic homes for the present. Step inside one, and you step into the resilient soul of Hanoi itself. Because here, in the world's most resilient city, every wall, courtyard, and shadowed corridor whispers the same truth. Survival is not about luxury, it is about adaptation. And Hanoi has adapted better than most. They are not just houses, they are chronicles. They are not just narrow structures, they are proof that ingenuity, culture, and family can reshape the very definition of home. This is the secret life of Hanoi's tunnel houses, and through them the secret life of the city itself. If you want to watch more documentaries like this, then please subscribe to Rawpostcard.